Welcome to DBMS course. This is third video lecture on unit number 3, Relational Database Design. In this video lecture, we are going to cover normalization, anomalies in DBMS, types of anomalies, normalization rule. Normalization. Normalization is a process of organizing the data in database to avoid data duplication, that is data redundancy, insertion anomaly, updation anomaly, and deletion anomaly. Normalization is the process of organizing data in a database. This includes creating tables and establishing relationship between those tables according to rules designed both to protect the data and to make the database more flexible by eliminating redundancy and inconsistent dependency. See, we are going to normalize tables by removing duplicate data, by removing inconsistent data. That is normalization. Normalization is used for mainly two purposes. Normalization is mainly used for two purposes. First is eliminating useless redundant data, and second ensuring data dependencies make sense, that is data is logically stored. Most important, to store data logically and to remove duplicate data, to eliminate redundancy, we use normalization. We implement normalization on database tables. Next bit, anomalies in DBMS. There are three types of anomalies that occur when the database is not normalized. These are insertion, updation, and deletion anomaly. Without normalization, it becomes difficult to handle and update the database without facing data loss. I repeat, without normalization, it becomes difficult to handle and update the database without facing data loss. Insertion, updation, and deletion anomalies are very frequent if database is not normalized. If we are not going to normalize database tables, then insertion, updation, and deletion anomalies are very frequent. To understand anomalies, let us take an example of student table. Let us understand example of student table. You can see there is one table. In that table, there are 4 columns, that is 4 attributes, 4 columns, 4 attributes: student ID, student name, student address, and subject object. You can see there are 4 records with SID 401, 402, 403, 404. Now, what is meant by updation anomaly? To update address of student who occurs twice or more in a table, we have to update yes address column in all the rows, else data will become inconsistent. See, you can see in this table, to update address of student who occurs twice. Now, which student occurs twice? Student name Adam, SID 40. See, student name Adam. Student name Adam will appear 2 times with SID 401 and 404, different ID, subject wise. And to update address of student Adam who occurs twice, we have to update yes address column in all the rows, else data will become inconsistent. This is updation anomaly. Second, insertion anomaly. For new admission, we have SID, yes name, yes address, but student has not opted for any subjects. Then we have to insert null, leading to insertion anomaly. If we are going to insert null, it will lead towards the insertion anomaly. See, it means for new admission, we are having SID, yes name, yes address, but student has not opted for any subjects. So we are going to keep null in subject opted column of new student, new admission. Now it will lead to us insertion anomaly. Then third, deletion anomaly. If SID 401 has only one subject and temporarily B drops it, when we delete that row, entire student record will be deleted along with it, leading to deletion anomaly. This is about deletion anomaly. Now these anomalies will lead if we are not going to normalize database tables. There are different normalization rules we use. Normalization rules are divided into the following normal forms: first normal form, second normal form, third normal form, and BCNF. Now by using these different types of normal form, we are going to normalize database table so that we can eliminate inconsistent data and we can remove duplicate values, duplicate data, and we are going to maintain integrity inside database. Thank you.